My brother and the J. D, what's up, bro? Man, them three like me.
I'm looking for peace, looking for love, I'm looking for everything. Pray to God and I fell on my knees. I'm sick of the do anything anymore. I was just starving, sleeping on the floor. Part of me, a part of.
If you haven't tried it yet, make sure you jump over to the WNBA mode in NBA 2K20. And we want to see your top plays in that.
And just about to get underway as the starting five. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. On a chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You take a look at Jokic. He's got a claim in the final place in the Eastern Conference starting lineup. He's 5th in fan voting.
And it's been a season to remember for him so far. And it'll only get better if he can hang on to that starting spot for All-Star Weekend.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. So here's Miami's starting group. Morris is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then there's Carter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And for Las Vegas, they've got Jackson. Brown out there with Mitchell. Then it's Cody Zeller. And it's Hayes in at the 5. And it's Carter missing. There's Brown with the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
Now, here's Mitchell, following the miss by Jokic. And Zeller kicks to Brown. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. Miami grabs the miss. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
Well, Greg, I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
Here's Hayes, following the 3 by Miami that went in. Carter against Brown. He dishes it to Hayes. Here's Mitchell. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the 3-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It's stolen by Bagley. And Carter has it in the corner. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And a breakthrough season for Marcus Morris in 2018 and 19. Career highs almost across the board.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
To the paint, here's Van Vliet. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Mitchell finds Brown. They need this. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And Greg, you want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Zeller. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Zeller with it, defended by Bagley. Las Vegas again missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Stolen by Mitchell. And so it's Miami. Ahead by 9 is the... Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the...
Basketball, like fashion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Marvin Bagley is out there with Morris, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Carter, and it's Van Vliet in at the point. Now, here's Mitchell. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night.
When you think pure scorer, one of the guys that comes to mind, as young as he is, Donovan Mitchell.
Van Vliet passes to Morris. Loud pass to Bagley, and that one is off.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Brown outside. The shot missing. Now the Heat take it the other way. And the ability to stretch the floor from the power forward spot doors becoming almost a requirement. That's worked out well for Marcus Morris.
Boy, when he comes into the league, Kevin, 2011, he was viewed as that classic tweener. That at one point was a negative level. The game has now shifted his direction because of his versatility.
And it's the Heat with the ball after the basket by Las Vegas. Here's Jokic. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
The Heat leading by 7. Van Vliet looking around. Pass to Morris. The dish to Carter. 5 to shoot, and count it from 19 feet away. Carter's got 5 points so far. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Las Vegas. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
You know, both teams are competitive, but not necessarily playing yet at a championship level. And part of what makes this battle so intriguing is how close they are.
And here is Morris, following Jaylen Brown's 3. Morris passes to Bagley. And no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Hayes. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And the Heat, another 3. 17 seconds left now here in the second. And here is Mitchell. on the wing. Brown from past the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's Miami.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 9 points. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Vince Carter really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
He's out there with Zeller. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Brown in at the 2-guard spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. For Miami, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the second free throw, good. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Las Vegas. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Thursday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Memphis Grizzlies. Las Vegas trails by 10. Mitchell with it on the wing. Brown. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Kev, how about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
Las Vegas shooting their first foul shot of the night. And for Jaylen Brown, part of the challenge last season, especially with the return of Gordon Hayward, was meeting the high expectations, Greg, in a reduced role.
Competition for minutes, and then early on, he struggled. We all see the potential, but it's really about seizing the moment every time you're on the court.
Morris looking over the floor. Now here's Van Vliet. He has 7. Morris into the lane. Good work there as it goes. Morris has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
To the inside. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. 11 feet away. Yep, that one goes in there. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for Miami.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Mitchell missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Zeller. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Mitchell outside. They get the rebound. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Cody Zeller.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's Jokic. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Jokic has got 5 now.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Now Morris. 6 points for him. Carter up top. He's covered by Brown. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Carter missing. Las Vegas trails by 8. It's tipped. Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Van Vliet. 7 points in the game. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. We've got Bagley and Van Vliet out there with Carter. And it's Marcus Morris. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Van Vliet finds Carter. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Mitchell with it, and it's Carter picking him up. From deep three-point range, and it's Mitchell missing.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Carter kicks to Morris. Back to Carter. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Van Vliet. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. And it's a 10-point Miami lead.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And there's the pass to Brown. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Now here's Van Vliet. Dishes it to Morris. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Brown, and it's Carter missing. Las Vegas trails by 7. The drive by Mitchell. Miami grabs the miss. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. To the wing on the left. Here's Van Vliet. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense there from Jackson. To the middle. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Now here's Van Vliet. Carter, the pass to Bagley. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Jokic with it, working on Hayes. Shot clock at 5, and it's Carter penetrating. Hayes gets a hand on it. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside Jackson. Here's Mitchell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Donovan Mitchell might be young, but this guy is fearless and capable of big-time opportunity making.
Back to Jokic. And again, unable to change momentum here. Las Vegas, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Brown, yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And the Heat call time here. They're leading by 1. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Kicks it to Mitchell.
Well, Donovan Mitchell welcomes the opportunity to draw contact and either get to the free throw line or make the shot.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Now, this guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 1. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
What you want is to create a clean, high percentage look if that's at all possible.
Passes it to Carter. Oh, off target. And he commits the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
So it's a narrow victory for Las Vegas, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
On my glow when I pivot, oh. Mostly